Bob Jones. I'm a Vice President in Underwriting in the Treaty Department for Maiden Reinsurance. I am going to demonstrate our web-enabled system that rates commercial umbrella liability. I will rate a simple program here, and then if you'd like more details and a more in-depth review of the program, you can contact either your Maiden Re account manager or a broker. Here's the brochure on the advantages of the Maiden Re system. One of the key things is it's 24-hour web-based. You can use it with either ISO or AAIS forms or your own forms that you currently use, but we would want to review those in advance. There's real-time reporting that's available with this, including bordereaux. It also handles referral process. It's built for small to medium-sized regional companies, although we can accommodate some specialty writers as well. My contact information is here, 856-359-2436. And with that, we will start a demonstration. The underwriter will have a login credentials, so they would log in here. For this case, I am a underwriter. And I've already got some samples in here, so what we will do now is just add an account to our quote list. I'm rating a restaurant here. One of the features in the program, it allows for miscellaneous liability, and one of those miscellaneous coverages is liquor, so this demonstrates how we provide liquor liability. It's set up to rate in all 50 states. The first tab is the general liability section. You have the option of quoting 500, a million aggregate limits, a million, 2 million aggregate limits, and then there's also an option for 2 million, 4 million. We require double aggregate in all cases. There's also an option to rate a BOP. In this case, we won't rate a BOP, but if you wanted to, you would click on the BOP and enter the 100% premium, and it'll calculate a factor. In this case, we'll say that we are the underlying carrier, so this would be supported. It has the ability to do unsupported as well. We'll ask for the GL manual premium. Ask for the zip code. A location can be put in, but it doesn't need to be. In this case, with the restaurant code, you can have a look up here if you don't already know it. And we will choose 16910 with sale of alcoholic beverages less than 30%. And that happened to come with the exposure being sales. We'll say it's $500,000. Move on to the next, and it shows you your selections. You can have more than one location, and it can be various states as well. But for this case, we made it simple. It's just one location. There's also the ability to upload a larger schedule with an Excel spreadsheet if you need it. It comes up with the premises loss costs and the product's loss costs, does the rating based on the exposure and the class, and in this case, the primary GL is estimated at $2,481, and the excess factor generates $249 for the first million umbrella premium. That concludes the GL section. We'll hit next and go on to the auto tab. Same options here for auto. You can choose 500,000, a million, or a 2 million CSL. And again, we'll say the agency underlying carrier in this case. The underlying auto liability premium will set at $1,500. And then there are options to add other coverages that go along with the auto. For this case, we won't at this point. And then also a selection based on the vehicle types. You can look up the different definitions for service, retail, and commercial on these information tabs. We'll move on to next. We'd like a fleet listing. In this case, it was just a couple autos. We'll say they have one light and one private passenger and one light vehicle. But if you had a larger fleet, you'd do the same process. Then we'd like to know the states of operation. In this case, we will choose them for New Jersey. That's just a check to make sure you've got your vehicle distribution and your states of operation are they add up. And then hit rate. And we re-rated the underlying at 2,428. If you recall, I put 1,500 in, and then our first million umbrella premium is 491. Now we'll move on to the next tab, which is miscellaneous coverage. And as I mentioned earlier, we will add, in this case, liquor liability, but I'll show you the other miscellaneous coverages that are out there. And we simply ask what the first million charges for the liquor liability premium. In this case, I'll say $1,000. And the program will just take an excess factor rate and go to the summary page. Hit rate. We requested a $2 million limit, so that's highlighted, but it gives you premiums for other limits as well. And you can tell here that the first million rates out to $1,222, and after that it defaults to minimum premiums for the excess millions. I'll show you a quick way to modify the premium based on the particulars of the risk. We'll say that they have very good financials and give them a 3% credit. And then that pops up here. You can see it's only going to apply to the first million. The others are at minimum premiums, so the credit won't apply there. And hit rate again, and it recalculates. Down here it suggests endorsements to be added. And the last thing that I'll show is in this print section, it creates a PDF that you can save in your file that has the particulars of what you quoted. This could be modified to have your insurance company logo here. And with that, that concludes the quick demonstration. If you'd like more details, feel free to contact me or anyone at Maiden Re or your broker. Thanks for your time.